Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today it's been raining for a couple of days, so it's kind of muddy. So I'm right here beside the garage, and what I'm trying to do is make it so I can spread out some gravel here. So I'm taking off the top layer of grass and trying to make it all ready so that I can spread some gravel. Let me show you. See, I'm taking off the top layer there, and then we'll put our weed fabric down and spread some gravel. Make this less muddy around the garage here. I don't know how much I'm going to have. I probably won't be able to spread the whole thing, but we'll see how far we can get. I'm just trying to get this top layer of grass off and try to smooth things out a little bit so I don't bottom out. With the backhoe, I can drag in certain spots, so I'm trying to get that taken care of too. See, right down here is a big water hole. Try to get rid of that. Alright, I got my weed fabric spread right there. I'm just going to do one piece at a time. I'm going to put some gravel on it. Here's the gravel work from yesterday. I need some more heavy-duty weed fabric for back there in the mud pit, and we'll get all that covered with gravel too. But yeah, it's looking nice. All right, so I've been out here in the field, and we are at 72.3 hours, and I keep getting a notification it went away, but it wants me to do a manual regeneration process. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the throttle down. And then we're going to hold our button and we're going to start it, and there's the light. Okay, we might have to hold it longer. Alright, we'll hold our button. There's the temperature light. We'll keep holding it. And there is the regen light. So it should idle or throttle up. Let's see if it does. These lights are blinking. I'm gonna hit the button again. Okay, that's staying solid. And here it goes. I think it's going now. That's what it did last time. This light here blinked the whole time. So there it goes. It's throttling up itself. So this throttled all the way down, but the tractor is doing a regen, so it's throttling up. And we're good to go. So 72.3 hours. So you must have to hit and hold this button at least 2 or 3 times to actually start it. So you hold the button, you get your one light to come on, you keep holding it and wait for the regen light to come on, then that'll be blinking, hit it again, and then the regen light goes away, and then that should be blinking, and then it'll start a regen. Alright, so if you remember, the first regen happened at 47 hours, but I was running full throttle clear up to when it did the first regen. So for the, ever since 47 hours, I've been running it around 2,000, 2,200 RPMs, and so they had to regen a little bit sooner this time. Okay, so I tried something here during this regen. I wanted to know if you could throttle up if you needed to, because it only runs around 2,300 RPMs while it's doing a regen. What if you had something on the PTO? Could you still use it? So when I revved it up and I got up past where it was at on the regen, the light went off. So it means it stopped the regen. So I guess you can't run something, but I've been driving around no problem, but I guess you can't run something on the PTO while it's doing a regen. So I'm gonna try to get this started again. There's that light. Keep holding it. There's that light. And now press it again and hold. And it should start. Okay, now it should throttle up. There it is, throttling up. And see, that's all the farther it goes. So and if you try to go up further than that, it's gonna shut off the regen. Okay, so just to prove, I am able to haul a bucket load of dirt in cruise control. See that light? That's cruise control while the regen is going on. So you can do work. I guess you just can't do PTO powered work. Okay, so if this regen would have went from when I started it to begin with, it would have been done already, but I started it again at 72.5, so it should be done at 73 hours on the hour meter there, and that'll be a half hour. Goes exactly 73 hours, exactly a half hour after I started the regen for the second time. The regen is done. So it looks like these regens are only going to take a half hour. So I know it's inconvenient that you can't run your PTO implement for a half hour, but really that's not that long, and really it doesn't happen that often. All right, so I'm glad another regen happened. That way we know how to do it right. So you want to hold the button until both icons come up on the dash, and then the temperature light will be blinking. Hold the button again, and then the regen light will disappear, and then the temperature light will be blinking, and then you'll hear the engine idle. These are Yanmar diesel engines, so this is new, and I think we finally got it figured out. Now I know some of you are not going to be happy that you can't really use the PTO while you're doing a regen, but think about it. This only happens around average, I would say every 30 hours, and it only lasts a half hour. We proved that today. So I mean, it is a little bit of an inconvenience if you're in the middle of tilling or brush hogging or something like that, but I mean, I was still able to haul dirt. The last time it did a regen, I was moving logs and stuff around, so any kind of front end loader work you can still do while it's doing the regen. So we're up to 73 hours on the MT232. We're gonna keep doing some tests. And now that I'm getting closer to the 100-hour mark, we're gonna start focusing more on different tests that I wanna do with it. So be sure to stay tuned for those videos. So I hope you like this video, and until next time, thanks for watching.